fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Buck Rogers, it's got everything in it, every ingredient. George made a movie that he wanted to see, not a movie that he thought the public would want to see, because if he thought that if he'd made a movie like that, we would be seeing a disaster film again or something like that, probably.
A touch of the Flash Gordons as well in this.
It's got whatever you want it to be. It's a pure entertainment. It's like a roller coaster ride, and it can be interpreted as long as you enjoy it, which is the intention of it.
Well, you're assuming that I train Ray.
Exactly. Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well,
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay! Save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of two characters that have known him, what, 20 minutes? When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character. Luke would never say that. I'm sorry. Well, in this version, see, I'm talking about the George Lucas Star Wars. This is the next generation of Star Wars. So I almost had to think of Luke as another character. Maybe he's Jake Skywalker. He's not my Luke Skywalker.
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies, and I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
He's not my Luke Skywalker. I said to Ryan, I said, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try and regroup. But if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So right there, we had a fundamental difference.
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
Fade in.
What's up, all my actual droids and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl. And hello, everyone. Hello, good evening, or middle of the night or morning, wherever you are in the world. It's 9:08 p.m. for me here in sunny California. Well, the sun's gone now because it's nighttime. Duh. But all right, I decided to go live. I was watching a bit of Drunk 3PO's live stream earlier, and somebody in the chat's like, "Anna, are you going live?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I can. I guess I can." Some stuff happened, and you know what? I have I've been trying to investigate something that happened, and I've kind of drawn a blank, and I've asked the people that I thought would know the answer to this for help, and even they couldn't remember. But so it's in the thumbnail of this. The other day, this Captain America, the new Captain America design came out, and whenever this stuff comes out, I get tagged by a bunch of people. Hey, Anna, do your thing. And I was like, all right, I'll do my thing. And so I did. And of course, that naturally pissed off the wokies because they lose their fucking mind. It was interesting, though, this time. They all kind of stayed in this one thread, and it was funny. I kept getting screenshots of things people were saying and whatnot. And it's like, oh, yeah, you guys all seem like very well-educated and sound-minded people, because they were complaining about the quality of my art, even though I said specifically, it's like, I'm not getting paid for this. You're not getting a finished illustration or character design by me. I'm literally just taking the basics. So this was the design. Here, let me show you up here. So this is the original design, and then this is the one that I kind of touched up. Now, when I do this, it's not me creating a new character. I take the basic building blocks that was already set forth in the original character design, and it's my way of kind of showing how you can still have the same basic concepts and just tweak a few things to make it more readable to what your goal is going to be. That's why when I do these, touch-ups and, these paint overs, these fixes, whatever the fuck you want to call them, because even I saw people screaming and crying over the terminology I used. It's like, okay, take the same everything that they had. I was like, all right, I used everything that they had before me. Same basic concept. I just tweaked a little things. I switched her stance. I did a couple things to elongate her neck, to make her hair and her face and her eyes stand out a little bit more. Somebody's like, ew, you made her smile. It's like, she's not smiling. She's got kind of like I wouldn't consider that a smile. I consider like this or this a smile. But like, she doesn't have an expression. It's like, even when Wonder Woman is standing there, she's got kind of like a, I'm in charge kind of look. But I saw people screaming at the top of their lungs because apparently you're not allowed to smile, even though she's not smiling. And other people are like, rah, 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 rah. And people will just complain about anything. Again, those are miserable people. But the thing is, none of those people care about the Captain America character. They don't. If you actually go look at the most viewed video on my channel, even though it's a Captain Marvel video, one of the things I talk about and why I think so many people liked that video was because I talk about the friendship that was built between Captain America and Iron Man and why that's so important. And throwing in this character at the end, it takes away from that, that buildup that they had done over a decade. And whatever. It's like trying to explain things to normies. I should just give up. Or actually, it's not, I wouldn't say fake geek girl, but it's like, it's definitely a poser fan. I need to come up with a better word for it. But that's, I wish I was a little bit more clever with terminology or a little bit more witty. But I mean, if you... It's one of those things that drives me crazy. It's fine if you just found this. You didn't grow up with Captain America. You didn't grow up with certain characters and you like what you saw. So you're interested and you want to know more. And, you do go and you do your research on things. That's fine. I don't have any problem with that. If you were, it's your first time experiencing a fandom like Star Wars, like Marvel, like DC, I'm happy for you that you're finding this and you're getting this enjoyment and it's exciting. But if you're one of those people that something is all of a sudden now popular and you want to become an expert on it, but what you did was you just went and Googled the character and you read up on Wikipedia this, and if Google didn't exist, you wouldn't know anything about this character. Those are the kind of people that drive me crazy, but guess what? That's what I deal with every fucking day on Twitter, it seems. It's like, all right, and this is one of the things that I think no one will ever say anything to my face or to a majority of people that they fight with on Twitter to their face, because guess what? That internet, this is why they're keyboard warriors, is because they're hiding behind a computer screen. They're hiding behind a keyboard. And if it actually comes to face, none of these people would be able to even, I think, get through maybe 30 seconds of a debate because they wouldn't have Google. And so if Google is where you're getting all of your information from because you didn't watch a movie, you didn't read a book, you didn't read a comic book, you didn't buy the action figure that had the special little description on the back of the box that you learn a little bit of new things about that character or the universe that they're in, then I mean, the writing's on the wall there. But that's the kind of things that you deal with. And then me, I mean, I don't rub it in, even though somebody was screaming and crying. They're like, she's always rubbing in that she has an art degree. It's like, I do have an art degree. And they're like, she doesn't have a job. I'm like, I do have a job. How the hell do you think I'm able to afford to live in Southern California? How do you think I pay my bills? Because I'm telling you right now, it's not from YouTube. YouTube's been very convenient in helping me pay off my student debt. But as far as like having a job, I had a job before YouTube even happened. That's why when you actually see the beginnings of YouTube, it's like very slowly me getting into it. And then the second that this turned into something that actually seems to, you know, not only be enjoyable for me, but something that I can justify spending this amount of time, because before it's like I couldn't justify spending this amount of time. And since then, I've been able to have this, you know, little comfort of, hey, I don't have to take every single job that comes in front of me. Now I get to be selective and pick in my personal professional career what things I specifically want to do now. And it's actually made my professional life so much more, you know, enjoyable and enriching. And I feel like not that I didn't put 110% in my work before, because I did, but my heart is in it so much more now. And it's in this too. But people don't care about that because, again, you're not dealing with very intelligent people. And again, when I say not very intelligent, I mean, this is stuff that Forrest Gump would understand. So that really tells you these people's level and mentality. And also, some people are so miserable in their lives that they just like to hate on things. And that's just the reality of the situation. But if you cannot see the difference in the stance, because all they want to do is talk about the boobs. Well, guess what? The boobs are the exact same size. Actually, mine are, I think, a bit smaller. The difference is line weight. They appear larger because, oh my gosh, it used to be a really important thing in comics because this is supposed to be from a comic book. Okay, when you did comics the original way and digital as well, but I mean, there's a process of it when you're drawing. You do the rough sketch, and you had somebody, and you can go look if you none of these people have read a comic book, so they don't know. It says in the opening, you know, it's usually on like the first little intro page. It says, hey, look, there's a penciler. And then what else is there? There's an inker. Oh my gosh. Line weight is so freaking important when you're drawing a comic, heck, even when you're doing an illustration. So the chest size on this character is actually smaller than the chest size on this character. The difference is the line weight that I added to it to show that, hey, guess what? Which these people, they hate boobs for whatever reason, unless it's on a morbidly obese character that goes for male and female. They don't like boobs on characters. Boobs are the embodiment of evil, even though they're like, yay, women, the force is female, believe all women. Yes. Hey, what is it? Praise queen or slay queen. Yes, get it. But when it's, you know, a character, it's flat-chested or get the fuck out of here unless you're morbidly obese. And so even though I don't think they realize this character, again, has larger, you know, as far as how much volume they take up, this one is bigger than this one. The difference is the line weight, because yes, oh my goodness, when it's not, even though it is a 2D drawn character, there is that three-dimensionality of it. And oh my God, boobs have weight. Wow. Holy fucking shit, mind blown. Just like her hair has weight, just like her head has weight, just like the muscles. You need to define those things on a superhero character and any character, mind that. And so even though the chest size on this character is smaller than the chest size on this character, because I know how to define certain attributes and line weight, they lost their minds. Like, wee, they gave her bigger boobs. It's like, actually, no, I didn't. They're actually, you know, they're a little bit smaller. They're just a tiny bit smaller, but they don't care about that kind of stuff. Also, there is over 300 people watching. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. And I apologize to everyone whose super chats I missed as they were coming in. CJ, thank you for the super chat. You don't need to defend your occupation status to the haters. You work hard on both your real job and your YouTube, which is more than they can say. Well, thank you. I'm not justifying it to them because I'm not talking to them because they don't watch my channel. I'm kind of just, talking to you guys. Because you guys are my audience, and, I feel like sometimes, whenever stuff like this happens, I mean, it's a little insight into my life. I'm never going to really say, like, what my job is, who I work for, and the stuff that I've done, because then I don't need any of that stuff getting in trouble. But, I mean, it's the reality of my life. That's why I can't be, some people I see live streaming on Twitch, on YouTube every single day at all hours, and they have a dedicated live streaming schedule. I really can't do that. The good thing about my job, though, is that because it is freelance, I get to do it in the comfort of my own home. And it's like I have a deadline on when I needed to get like the latest when it can get done. So if I look at it and I say, okay, let's say I have to do 100 sketches. And what day is it right now? The 19th. Okay, let's say I have 100 sketches due on the 29th, which would be next Thursday. This is a hypothetical, right? Okay, I have 100 sketches due in 10 days. All right. So what I would do is prioritize my time. If I maybe I'm not feeling good, maybe I sit down to draw and it's just not happening. So what do? I do something that's going to inspire me. Maybe I'll do a live stream like I'm doing right now. Maybe I'll film a video. Maybe I don't know, go do some laundry, clean. And then when the inspiration does hit me, I, try to use up as much of it as possible. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game, and especially what I'm thinking right now of Diablo 3, when you're like on that kill spree and it's like, oh, keep, kill more because you're going to get that bonus. That's what I kind of have to do when I'm in that mindset for work. And so it's like, okay, well, if I have 10 days to get 100 things done, 100 sketches done, then it's like, all right, well, maybe you guys don't hear from me for like 2 days. You know why? Because I'm working and I have 10 days to get that work done. And if I get that work done in the 10-day span, in the actual 2 days, and I turn it in a little bit early, guess what? Good on me. The person that I'm working for at the time knows that I'm quick, and then they'll send me the monies, and they'll think of that in the back of their head. Like, wow, okay, this person turned it in fast. That's sometimes, well, even if you get the work done, you might want to hold on to it a little bit and maybe turn it in like 2 days or 1 day before the deadline, just so that way because then they remember. It's like, oh, wow, I gave her 10 days to do something and she did it in 3 days. Then they'll give you shorter deadlines the next time they work on you. So you got to be a little bit careful with that. But yes, just a little bit of insight, because I know sometimes people are like, Anna, why'd you disappear? And it's like, oh, I got stuff going on. But that's why I know somebody was asking if I would have like a dedicated streaming schedule. And it's like, I really can't. I kind of just like streaming when I feel like streaming and when I have time to. Because sometimes when you have a scheduled stream and you're not in the mood, you can tell. I mean, I've watched some live streams, guys, where it's like, I would never want to be on a stream like that, because there's like there's between 5 to 10 people on it, and they all look miserable, like they don't want to be there. And somebody's over here looking at the different screen. They're not even paying attention to what's going on. Somebody's watching the chat and their eyes are just glazing by. Someone else is like reading the super chats or, talking. And there's usually like 1 or 2 people that are actually kind of interactive, but even then it's a chore. And I'm like, God, I hope that never happens to me. That just seems like hell. And it's like, if I can see that, and if it's not even fun to watch. It's like, why would it even be fun to be on? And so that's why it's like when it comes to scheduling things, I kind of just got to do it when I have time and when I, have that energy to do it. Maggie, thank you for super chat. Only 5,992 days left on Cash Grab. Act now or later. Yes, everyone go back Cash Grab. Charlie Spur, thank you for super chat. You go live at 12 a.m. You don't love me enough to go live at a reasonable hour. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in California, so it's actually early for me. I was going to do an earlier stream, but me and Peaches were installing some lights in the kitchen. So my mother, guys, and by the way, I am going to go a little MIA later on this week. My mother is coming to town. My mother hasn't come to visit me since 2016. And when I moved out to go to college, I was 17 years old. And since I was 17 years old, which is depressingly a while ago now that I think about it, my mother has only visited me twice. She came to visit me when I was in the hospital because I almost died. And her friend came up and saw me for like a few hours. We went to dinner and then they left. And then when I graduated from college in 2016, my mother came to see me. And those are the only 2 times since I have moved out of her house when I was 17 that she's come to see me. So this is the 3rd time in my adult life that my mother will be visiting me. She has never seen my house before. And I'm like, fuck. And we've been planning to do a lot of renovations to the house. Like we want to add on a master bedroom and another bathroom and like fix up our laundry room a little bit. And then on top of the master bedroom, Peaches is going to build me like a nice studio for like YouTube and my art, which will be really nice. And so we kind of haven't like fixed up parts of the house because we know we're going to destroy it. And it's like, shit. I got to go hide everything and like hide all of the tools and fix everything. And even this, I'm like, my mom's going to come in here and just bitch at me about all my action figures. And I'm going to have to lock the door because my mother got rid of all of my action figures from childhood, or a majority of them. She's like, oh yeah, I took them all to Goodwill. And I'm like, you took all my toys to Goodwill, my memories, my childhood mother, why? But that's my mom for you. So she's going to be here this weekend, so I probably will not be active on YouTube. I know Ethan is having his Comicsgate auction, which I'm usually the auctioneer for, so I won't be able to be there. The auction was supposed to be this weekend, which I could have done, but because they're doing it this coming weekend, I can't be there. But yeah. But thank you for the super chat, Charlie. I know that was very off topic. And guys, I apologize if I missed any super chats. Oh my goodness, is that drunk 3PO? It's going to be fine. You don't know my mother, drunk. You don't know my mother. My mother is a bit, she's a bit of a handful. Maggie, thank you for super chat. Anna, you just described the Jack show. Laugh my ass off. Did I? I wasn't describing the Jack show. I was thinking of a couple of shows that are very popular that a lot of people watch. But it wasn't those. But I don't know if everyone here watches those shows. Zam Valen, thank you for the super chat. Anna, that Star Wars girl, drew this character mock-up in a cave with crayons. I could probably draw better in a cave with crayons. I'm not that good on my iPad, which I drew this on. Actually, I'm pretty decent on the iPad. I shouldn't say that. It's just a new medium for me. And so I'm still getting the hang of like the pin pressures and stuff. And I'm really trying not to scratch my iPad screen. But you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't show a lot of my work because a lot of it is under NDAs, and I can't show it. I can't show my recent work because not only would it dox people because I do a lot of commercial portraiture, but it would also dox the companies. And I mean, you know, they don't need any of that shit. And also NDAs, so I legally can't show anything. Charlie Spur, thank you for that. Anna, your boobs are evil. How dare you, you monster. Not that I'm complaining. Yeah, the weirdos complain, and that's the thing. And then I used to not put a lot of weight in personal appearance, but then it came to a point where I realized, especially with the stuff with Gina Carano, was all the people that were saying the most vile things were all like the sketch that Ethan made, soy boys, or male feminists, and all of the women, you know, they all kind of look like land whales. And it's like, oh, okay, so it's specific type of people that complain about stuff like this. And again, women aren't allowed to have boobs unless they're morbidly obese. Same with men, by the way. Men, it's okay if you have chests if you are morbidly obese. But like this, it's like women aren't allowed to have any kind of power in their stance. And the people that were complaining about this, it's like, this is a Wonder Woman pose. Like, this is the way that Wonder Woman stands. I don't, again, they don't read comics. They don't know anything about these characters. All that they know is because they Googled something. So they didn't notice that. They didn't notice that, you know, by elongating her neck, getting rid of this stupid hood and fixing the way her shoulders are like that, it adds that little cutaway from where her hair is. And so again, it makes her neck appear longer, but also I thought it gave it kind of that cool Celine from Underworld look. And just like that, it looks powerful. This stance is powerful. But again, I'm the embodiment of all evil because of this. And it's like, it's disrespectful. It's like, oh, canceling me. That's not disrespectful, but doing a little, which, guys, by the way, I've seen a shit ton of people do, and none of them get shit the way that the weirdos come after me. It blows my mind. And there's some people that do fantastic. They actually spend time on it. I don't spend very much time on this because I don't have time. And again, I'm not getting paid for it. So why am I going to spend time doing something? And this is a quote. I'm blanking on what movie it is. I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. You guys will tell me it's what movie it is. If you're good at something, never do it for free. They're not paying me to do a finished illustration of this character. I'm not doing a finished illustration of that character unless I'm getting paid for it. I will do a quick mock-up to show, which I think everyone can look at this and see the differences. The writing's on the fucking wall here. But again, the weirdos lose their fucking mind. So one weirdo in particular lost his mind. And this person happened to be a blue check mark. So we got into a little bit, and again, people lose their mind when I say the terminology mansplaining. When I made a video on it, and then I got videos made about me because like, Ree, that Star Wars girl said mansplaining, Ree, and it's like, you do realize how much of a pussy you just made yourself look because you're a man crying at the top of your lungs because you got sensitive that I said the word mansplaining in a video, and now because I said that word, I'm the embodiment of all evil. You would have thought that I like went around saying a bunch of racial slurs, but no, a bunch of weak-willed, sensitive guys got offended that I said the word mansplaining, which the guy was doing. The guy was mansplaining to me. But guess what? I'm all about equality. Women do women-splaining all the time. I'm pretty sure I've women-splained to plenty of guys in the past, and plenty of guys have mansplained to me. It is what it is. You just call it like it is, and it's like, all right, I'm not going to lose some sleep over it, right? But so a blue checkmark guy got pissed at this and decided that he was going to come and show me the error of my ways. And let me find the tweets for you because it is pretty funny. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. You may want to even out the shading in the groin because on my monitor it looks like she has a camel toe. See, the problem with that, Russell Hall, which I tried to do, it's because these tights you see are lighter and then this is darker, and because it's supposed to show that it's farther away, and I did add a highlight at one point, but it just looked weird. So I don't want to spend any more time on this than I already have, but it's because this little leotard thing is you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. If only Cecil drew them so well. I love the way Cecil draws. Cecil draws fantastically. What is this? I think she's packing heat. Go away, little bug. All right, so let me get all of these tweets. So I need your guys' help with something because I was going to do a video about this situation, and the only reason I haven't already is because I went down a little rabbit hole. And oh shit, everything's refreshing. Okay, let me get all of this right here. So again, blue check mark decided to start mansplaining to me, right? And it ended the way that it ended. But I was going to do a video and I was going to include these tweets to like show just how hypocritical this dude was being. And then I found out something. I know this guy because at first I was like, I don't know who the fuck this dude is. I've never, like, I don't follow him. He doesn't follow me. I've never seen him before on my timeline. And then he had a link in his Instagram, and I went on his Instagram to go see it, and I was like, oh, this dude's a really good artist. You know, he's really good at what he does. I wish he wasn't such an asshole. But I mean, it is what it is. Our artists are weird. And I'm sure some of the most, greatest artists of all times were fucking dickheads. And, that's just the reality of the situation. I've learned, being an artist myself, I'm actually a very difficult person in some situations. And I'm a very uncompromising person in some situations. But, you just got to, detach the artist from the art and you can enjoy it. So I was looking through his Instagram and then I saw one of his posts and I was like, I have seen this before. And the reason why I saw it before, because I was on a live stream with this dude and like a year ago, and I can't find this live stream. So let me show you guys this. Let me get this up on the screen. Also, there's 424 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. So I'll show you the rabbit hole. Actually, you know what? No. I'll show you guys this guy's Instagram. And if you guys are better investigators than I am, because I have asked Jeff, I have asked Tom from Midnight's Edge because he was on the stream as well. So I think it's like at least a year ago on an episode of the High Council, I met this guy. And I remember because as he was leaving, he showed us his art, right? And so it's this guy right here. His name is Matt Brooks. And this is the art that he showed on Jeff's channel. I have tried to find that High Council episode because I wanted to go back and listen to it because I was like, I find it ironic that a dude that was on the High Council with me, Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, Tom from Midnight's Edge, Mecha Random 42, is now lecturing me about stuff when I'm like, dude, you were sitting right there next to us talking, and pointing out the flaws in The Last Jedi and talking about the flaws in pop culture and in the entertainment industry. But now all of a sudden, you want to lecture to me about the errors of my ways when a few months ago you were on air agreeing with me about stuff. So if any of you guys know what episode of the High Council that is, because I have gone through and I'm like, it wasn't 2 years ago. It's got to be within a year. I could be wrong though, but I kept clicking through and I remember he left early, but he showed this. And I remember specifically because I'm like, oh, it looks like a Drew Sturzan piece. But I remember specifically her nose. I was like, there's something weird about her nose to me. And I'm like, I need to see a picture of her nose because right now it looks a little bit weird to me. But this guy's name is Mark Brooks. And so if any of you guys can find that High Council episode on Jeff from World Class Bullshitters channel, please let me know and tag me in it because I've been trying to find it to listen to it because I'm like, what is this guy's issue? Because one or two things. Either he remembers me and he's trying to do this for woke points, and so it's a spiteful thing, or he doesn't remember that he was on a stream with me and spoke to me directly and was on a stream with other fandom ministers and was, talking about the entertainment industry and the importance of staying true to characters and not butchering IPs and stuff like that. And he doesn't remember that. And so he's trying, again, to virtue signal. And then the second he finds out that he actually does know me, I don't know what will happen there. But I need to find that. Kim, I'm not a good detective. I can't find it. But so this is what happened, guys. So I got tagged in this post. This post was shared with me. So this is. Damn it. I clicked myself out of the screen. All right. What is going on? No. What the hell? Go back to normal. There we go. Okay. No. I just messed up my screen royally. Here we go. So let's get over on this screen and zoom in for you guys so you guys can see. Okay, so this was a post from just some guy that showed this, and he's like, yes, this is real. I got tagged in it, and I was like, all right, so here we go. And this is what I said. Got requested to do some tweaking. Before certain people lose their minds, remember, this is a quick concept draft, not a finished illustration. And again, people still screamed at the top of their lungs. They're like, just say you're bad at drawing. Whee! And it's like, you've never seen my drawings, have you? And yes, the amount of time you spend on it does reflect the finished work. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that, but apparently it does. I'm perfectly capable of that, but I don't work for free, and this gets the point across just fine. Peace. Now, this guy decided, well, it's going to be a minute before I find his tweet. So this guy lost his mind, and so he said a couple things. He said this on my thing. So he said, not bad, but you're missing some crucial aspects of character design. You need to start with a theme and make sure the design flows. Costuming isn't throwing a bunch of crap I like at a character. It's about figuring out the attitude and personality, then tailoring it to your work. And my response was, I take those issues up with the original artist or creative director. As far as costuming isn't throwing a bunch of crap I like at it or at a character, I agree. IDK how a one look good costume makes sense for a Captain America character. And this guy likes to twist my words. So you're gonna see a few straw man arguments, but here's the thing. I'm gonna show you all of this, and then I'll show you guys the tweet that he didn't respond to. So then he goes, you posted your design as an improvement, so I spoke directly to you. It seems you want to direct your redesign on the original artist now? ? You could have designed anything you wanted. You chose what you chose. I gave you thoughtful feedback. That's all. And it's like, again, this is a straw man argument. I'm saying if you want to go and because it's not rocket science, guys. I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching the stream right now knew, or if you're familiar with my channel, my content, when I do these little touch-ups or these little edits, what I'm doing is I'm taking the same Legos that the person had before me. I'm not getting different Legos. I'm not getting better Legos. I'm using the exact same Legos that the person that was playing with the Legos originally had. And they wanted to build a character with the Legos. Okay, so I took these same Legos with the same basic idea and I tweaked a little bit so that way it made more sense for a superhero character. That's what I've done with all of my edits, whether it be the Snowflake and Safe Space character or the High Republic character. That's what I'm doing. I'm not making a whole new character. That's not the point. The point is to show these wokies that are ruining the entertainment industry and ruining these IPs and ruining these characters that, hey, you want to do that with this, this, and this? Well, guess what? You can. And you can actually take those things and make it better. You can make it awesome. You don't have to make it lazy. You don't have to make it boring, which is what they're doing. Oh my goodness. Anyways, here we go. Your She-Hulk was really good. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, they lost their mind over that, even though I saw people that went even further on the She-Hulk than I did. And I'm like, wow, okay, so it's okay for those people, but it's not okay for me. Again, plenty of people do this, but they all lose their mind when I do it. And it's like, I don't know it's because of the fact that I have a platform, if it's because I'm a woman, or if it's because some of them know me professionally and that makes them upset, or I really don't know what it is, but they lose their minds about all of it. So then I responded, no, don't twist my words. I said, you should direct your criticisms at the original design. When I do these, it's set by the guidelines of the original design posted, not my own. That's not the purpose, which it's not rocket science. So then he said, that seems myopic. If I don't like a design, I'll redesign it using my imagination and creativity. Just changing some minor things seems lazy and passive aggressive. I know you have more skill than that. And it's like, well, how do you know? So this is the big one where I'm like, oh, so you remember being on a live stream with me? Because I didn't remember being on a live stream with this dude. And so I'm like, you've never followed me. He has never followed me on Twitter. He's never interacted with me on Twitter until now, to my recollection. And so I'm like, oh, so you do know my skill set? So I'm like, Do you now? Do you now? But again, he keeps twisting my words and creating strongman arguments. Scratchpad, thank you for super chat. I 100% agree with him. You're a bad designer. Ree! Well, that's not my job. Remember, I'm not getting paid to do this. This is, or wherever the damn thing is, this is not the character I would design to be Captain America. I think that a Captain America that is the best version of Captain America to ever exist already exists, and that guy's name is Steve Rogers. That's just my personal opinion. But let's get back into it. Here we go. Looks like the point of my last tweet, and all of them that, for that matter, went over your head then. Instead of being being condescending, putting words in my mouth, and making assumptions about me, a stranger, why don't you reread what I've said so as to better understand? I think it'll help. And then he said, I understand perfectly well. Just trying to help out a fellow artist. If you don't want or need criticism, that's cool. The anger and vitriol seem weird to me, though. Lots of misplaced anger, but cool, be well. And I said, nice to end with another straw man. But by the way, very stunning and brave, LOL. Clearly, Clearly, I spelled this wrong. You don't, considering you came onto my timeline to lecture me and had to constantly put words in my mouth to make a point. But I'm the angry one. Irony at its best. Oh, well, ignorance is bliss. Enjoy it. Winky face. And he said, cool, good luck. And then he starts. This is what I thought was weird, too. So I was going to do a video on this last night, right? So this tweet was 22 hours ago. And so this last tweet that he did was on the 16th, and it's the 19th now, so it's been 3 days, but he's still responding in this thread. And so then I went over to his Twitter, and I saw this tweet. So it says, talking with angry people who don't know or understand why they're angry is exhausting. So he's virtue signaling to his audience about him going out of his way to get into a fight with people and to be a condescending asshole. Russell, thank you for the super chat. They lose their mind because you clearly improve upon their SJW social engineering designs with a few tweaks to make them more classically appealing. Thank you, by the way. It's not classically appealing. It's just common sense. We're human beings. It doesn't matter how much we evolve. We're all going to be drawn to a certain type of character or a certain type of human, because guess what? We're animals. It's one of those things that's just ingrained into us because we as a human race want our species to continue to the next one. So we're going to be drawn to the people that are either more beautiful, stronger, intelligent, brave, cunning. Let's see, what other descriptive word can I use? Oh, yes, some men are attracted to women that do have larger chests. And guess what? The reason why men are attracted to women that have larger chests is because if you go and look at it, it's that animalistic thing that, oh my gosh, that means she's going to better take care of the spawn that could potentially be made between the two of us. It's down to that animalistic nature of humanity. And I get it. People want to be classy and more civilized and stuff like that. But you got to understand, if you want people to buy your work and buy into characters, if it is a superhero, this is what takes me out of looking at a superhero is I have my weird mutations. That being said, I am in the prime of my life currently. I am not very strong, but I am fast. I'm a very fast swimmer because I have freakishly long arms. I'm a pretty good runner. I have, pretty good cardio. And when I do need to be strong, I can. I do have to use my lower body to enhance that strength. But there are things that I think I am pretty capable of doing. And, just in my own personal experience in life. And if I look at a superhero and I think to myself, I don't need to call them, I'm actually better suited to deal with whatever bad guy is going on right now, then they're not a superhero to me. It takes me out of the experience from looking at that. Like, I wouldn't call this person to save me. I could do it on my own. Either if I had to, I could run away from the situation. I could outsmart whoever it is or whatever it is that's coming at me. I could figure it out. I don't need to call this person. If Wonder Woman was there, I'm like, yeah, Wonder Woman, take the fucking, take the freaking reins. You do it. You do you, girl. I'll let you save me, you know? And that's one of the reasons why they are superheroes, because they have superhuman abilities, or maybe they don't have superhuman abilities. Maybe they're like Batman that have just trained their entire fucking life, and their biggest superpower not only is their money, but their intelligence. It's like, I will trust, yes, that person is a superhero. That is why they are superheroes and not normal people. But that concept is lost. But so all of that stuff that guy just said to me, now look at this one tweet. He said, but lastly, redesign a character out of love, not spite. I'll do a redesign of Batman or Rogue because I love the character, not because I hate them. Passion always is a better motivator than malice. Now, I'm going to read you guys my response, and take in mind, he did not respond to this. I said, unlike the constant butchering of OG characters, which seems to be mainstream's MO in recent years, I do what I do out of love for these characters. I doubt the people working on the IPs can say the same. Just look at the spiteful writer getting owned by #HailLobster. He didn't respond to me with this because he knows I'm 100% right. Because, oh, he's trying to call me a spiteful person that's full of malice, even though he was on a stream with me a year ago and he was saying the exact same things. He was agreeing with me. It's one of those things, somebody won't say it to your face, but they'll say it behind a keyboard, which is exactly what's going on here. If he remembers. I don't know if he remembers or not, but him saying, oh yeah, I know your ability. It's like, I really don't think you do, because you've never followed me. You've never interacted with me before. Let's see. Days of Clarity. Thank you for shooting out. What are her superpowers? Depression and super rescreen. I don't actually know what her superpowers are. Actually, I don't think she has superpowers. That's another problem. And it's like, okay, well, Batman doesn't have superpowers, but he stands like a superhero. But so yeah, he didn't respond to this because he knows that the guy that's writing Captain America, Ta-Nehisi Coates, turned Red Skull into an internet blogger to meme Jordan, or to troll Jordan B. Peterson, and he got trolled right back. And it's a huge embarrassment for the comic book industry because now Hail the Lobster is trending and Jordan B. Peterson is making a shit ton of money off of Hail Lobster merch, because it's like, you do realize you took an actual Nazi and turned him into an internet blogger telling little boys and girls to clean their rooms. Do you not see how and it was completely done out of malice and passive aggression and everything that he's accusing me of here. And it's like, well, what are you doing? You're coming in to you're coming into me, you know, I'm a girl. You're coming into a girl's and this is something I know the feminazis would lose their mind, but here's the thing. I'm probably half this dude's age. Actually, I know I'm half this dude's age. And he's coming to start a fight with me to mansplain to me like he's my father. When he really doesn't have a leg to stand on, because again, we did a live stream like a year ago and he was agreeing with me. So I'm like, what is this guy's MO? What is this guy's MO? So then I saw this and I think he wants attention. And so I went to his Twitter and I saw, oh, he's followed by some of my friends. So I asked them, I was like, hey, who is this guy? What's his deal? And I was like, is he an SJW? And they all said yes. They said when it gets to politics, even though I'm not political and I don't talk about politics except to keep them away from me and get it out of Star Wars, I don't fucking care. I don't. And Cecil and the guys on the Jack Show laugh at me because they're like, Anna, name like a senator. And like, I don't fucking know. If they're not in Star Wars or Star Trek, I don't fucking care. I really don't. But I guess this guy kind of went off and ghosted all of his friends that he considered right-wing or right-leaning or conservative in any way, shape, or form. So I was like, oh, what a lovely person. But so he had a link to his Instagram. So I clicked on it. And so this is his Instagram. And again, I was looking at it and I'm like, oh yeah, his art's not bad. I like, this is his low-key piece. I really like the way that he does the details on the metal and stuff. I don't know why it's not loading, but I was like, it's cool. And I like that he's using Copic markers because I like Copics. I personally like the way that he does like the details and the props and stuff more. I don't I mean, this doesn't look like Loki to me. It looks like somebody cosplaying as Loki, but that's just my own personal opinion. Maybe it's just because I do like the way that Tom Hiddleston looks as Loki. But then I was noticing something. So he has about 111,000 followers on Instagram. That post has about 2,000 likes, 2,000, 3,000. Okay, 4,000, 5,000. All right. Let's look at my Instagram for a second. So this is my Star Wars girl Instagram. So I posted something earlier today talking about my cleft tongue. Okay, I have a lot of significantly less followers than him on Instagram. I have, let me zoom in. I have about 22,000 or 20.2 thousand. And so I'm like, oh, that's interesting. We're getting the same amount of likes on pictures, which I'm not posting pictures of my art. I'm just posting pictures of me doing silly stuff. So interesting, huh? I thought that was a little bit. And so then I went back and looked because, guys, remember, jealousy is a green-eyed monster. And I've noticed a trend with people that interact with me, and that I specifically do not interact with. The second I see you're trying to interact with me for clout, I stop because I'm not going to give that to you. And so I started scrolling through it, and I was like, let's look at his interactions on Twitter. Okay, not so much. 23, 114. Okay, so that's the one that was from Instagram. Okay, this one. When it starts going him fighting with people on Twitter, especially referring to me, what the hell did I just click? All of a sudden the likes go up and the interactions go up. So I was like, okay, I kind of know what's going on now. And again, when I was scrolling through his Instagram, that was when I saw the picture that made me realize, oh my gosh, I know this dude, which was once I got down, and it was, again, I think it was like a year ago that I was on a stream with this dude. It was this. It's one of the covers for Berserk. So I saw this and I was like, the first time I saw this was on a live stream on World Class Bullshitters channel on an episode of the High Council. And I remember this guy had to leave early, so he started pitching his artwork and showing us his artwork. And I saw this and I was like, oh. And I remembered this because it's in the style of Drew Sturzan, who's one of my favorite artists. So I was like, Again, I don't know if this guy remembers me or not. I don't know. But I think the writing's kind of on the wall here. And also it could just be because right now Comicsgate is getting a lot of heat. And because a lot of my friends are in Comicsgate, I get pulled into the mix because they see my Twitter interactions. And so they try to come after me to get attention that way. And so my friend Shane Davis right now is getting, they're trying to cancel him because a bunch of weirdos just discovered that he joined CG. And so there's people that are like saying lies about him. And he's literally just like, yo, he's like, I can pull up those DMs from like 3 fucking years ago, loser. And I can just show right now that you're fucking lying, but I'm going to be a good person and not show those DMs. And I'm just like, yo, fucking monetize those bitches and make them look stupid. And so I was like, so are they coming after me now because I've been like retweeting Shane's stuff and they like the attention and they want clout from it? So I don't know. But if you guys can find that episode of the High Council that this guy was on, me and Jeff and Tom, we cannot remember what episode it was on. Jeff doesn't even remember this guy being on the show. Neither does Tom. And I'm just like, well, he was your guest. I don't know why you guys don't remember your guest, but I mean, they do so many freaking shows. Actually, I should give them a little leeway there. But I'm just like, I wonder what the motive is here. Either he doesn't remember me and he's just doing this out of spite for clout, or he does remember me and he had to either he was lying the whole time on the live stream or he was agreeing with me, Jeff and Tom and Mecha Random about, Star Wars and the current state of things and actually wanting to do goodbye characters and, to not just insert woke bullshit. I wonder what it is. I wonder which one it is. So I kind of want to watch that live stream just to get a better sense of it. But so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Glad you enjoyed them. Enjoyed what? Drink some meal. Let me see. Let me see if I missed any super chats from you guys. But yeah, I just thought that that was interesting. So I was going to do a video on it, and it was supposed to come out earlier today. But then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, I know this guy. And I'm like, I don't want to do a video or like do anything until I figure it out. So I figured I couldn't find it. So I'm like, the chat always knows and can always find things. So I think maybe you guys, you guys might be better at it than me. I think it's a political reason. Well, I'm not political. And I've said that so many times. My thing, it's like, okay, as long as you're not physically hurting someone or you're not putting other people in danger, I don't care what side. I don't care if you voted for Orange Man. I don't care if you voted for the current president. I don't care. If you're nice to me, I will be nice to you. If you're an asshole, I mean, I'm not going to be nice to you. I probably will just ignore you and I'll defend myself and, you know, deuces, weirdo. But I mean, I'll talk to anyone, you know? And it's like with just, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm thinking now because of everything that is going on with Shane and like CG, because I know that a really big name just joined CG, and so they're all kind of losing their minds. So I'm like, I wonder what it is today. Anna is a hot button topic for woke rejas. Okay, that is hilarious. Let's see. Are there clues on his post about his employment or lack thereof? No, he's a working artist. So he's currently working in the industry. One of the things that, so a lot of, unless you're like specifically working on like a television show, and even then it's like episode based and you're working under contract, a lot of companies like Disney, like Marvel, like DC, they don't like to have you as a full-time employee, because then they have to pay for benefits. They have to give you medical insurance or, you know, health insurance and, you know, like 401ks and stuff like that. And so they don't want to get that. They want to just, you know, do contract work like, hey, I'll, you know, do this amount of pages, or hey, can I hire you for this book? And then you're contracted on to work on that book. Right. And so a lot of, you know, people, and that's why there's programs for people to, you know, have their own health insurance or to, you know, do certain things and set up their own like retirement funds and stuff like that, because companies, especially Disney, don't like doing that for people. And that's why if they do hire people, they usually try to only do it like part-time, unless you're on the business side of things, which typically artists aren't, unless you're somebody like Todd McFarlane or Ethan Van Sciver. And so it does get a little messy. Oh my goodness, my throat is scratchy. Also, there's 530 people here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. Now, what was I going to show you guys? So some more news came out that has to do with Star Wars. Oh, let me see. Let's see. She said she talks to anyone. I will. If somebody wants to talk to me, I'll talk to them. As long as you're not here's the thing. If you're not hurting somebody, if you're not being a creeper, like if you're being a really big creeper, I'm probably going to avoid you. But I mean, if you guys ever meet me in person and want to come up and talk to me, I'm not going to not talk to you. If you're wearing like an Orange Man t-shirt or a current year president t-shirt, I'm not going to not talk to you because of your political views. I don't care. Some people, there's one person I know that has serious diabetes, and they literally have to vote for whichever policy is going to do something for insulin. And so I don't want to get too far into it, but it's like that's, you know, because if they don't get insulin, they're going to die. So their entire premise of going about deciding on who they're going to vote for, whether it be for just stuff going on in the state government, not just the federal government, it has to do with just that. So everyone has their own reasons. It's none of my business who anyone in here vote for. None of my business. If you want to tell me, that's fine for you, but it's none of my business. It's none of my business what somebody's political views are. It's none of my business who they're fucking or what their sexual preference is. None of my business. And your religious beliefs, it's none of my business. It's not. So I'm not going to judge a person on how they choose to live their life. I'm going to judge a person based on how they treat me and how they treat others. And if it's in a work environment, then what their work ethic is. That's the way that I judge people when I have to. you know, and we're all human. We subconsciously do it. And I remember stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, that person was an asshole to my friend. And it actually angers me more when somebody's an asshole to my friend than when they're an asshole to me. Like the dude, what is it? What did that, was that Dan Slott that's fuck that guy Cecil? Fuck that asshole. He never did anything to me, but that pisses me off that he said that about my friend. You know, I remember that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, it makes me angry. If you're going to treat my friends like shit, then you've lost respect for me. Just plain as day. I mean, there's some people that, I mean, you know, that have done shit to like Ethan or to Jeremy or to Jesse or to Jeff. And it's like, I hate those people because they're hurting my friends. And even though they haven't done anything to me personally, I'm never going to forget what they did to my friends. And I'm going to protect myself by never, ever allowing them to get anywhere near me, whether it be via the internet or in person, to where they can do what they did to my friends to me. So, yeah. Guardian Fortress, thank you for super chat. I was listening to EFAP and editing and noticed you were on. It's my favorite show. Anyway, hope you are having a great day. Smiley face heart. Oh, well, thank you. Is EFAP still on? Why is EFAP on Mondays now? It's like I can't do a Monday stream. I can't listen to EFAP on a Monday. I haven't talked to Mahler in a while. Actually, I had to talk to him when that whole fiasco was going down with the people losing their minds and calling me a stalker. I was like, yo, who the hell are these people? And he was just like, I don't know. And I was like, all right. Nate Dogs 212. Thank you. So true. My political beliefs of none of anyone's business. And how other people's political beliefs is none of my business. It's not. But now it's like they want you to announce it to the world. And I'm like, do you not understand like respect and stuff like that? I mean, the only person who that's really going to matter to is your partner. And if you're okay with your partner having the same political beliefs or the exact opposite political beliefs or religious beliefs, or I don't know what else it comes into that, but I mean, I'm assuming you have the same sexual preference since you guys are partners, but it's really nobody's business except for that person, because that's the person that you're going to be sharing your life with, and that's going to affect them directly. Everyone, I mean, and also, guys, the entire world, the entire universe does not revolve around the United States of America and what's going on right now in American politics. It doesn't. So, and the fact that people can't see past that blows my mind. And heck, there are some people that are some of my closest friends that I fundamentally disagree with them, either religiously or politically or food. Food is always a big one that I tend to disagree with on people. But even the way that they'll handle certain situations, I fundamentally disagree with the way that they do things. But guess what? They're my friends. We get along great when we're not talking about that kind of stuff. And when we are, we kind of just know not to talk about that kind of stuff because we do fundamentally disagree. And I mean, it's kind of like you're never going to agree with everyone. So what's the point of trying to make everyone bend to your will on that when it's like, it's nobody's business. And when you try to make it your business, you're being extremely rude and intrusive on somebody else's privacy. And I'm assuming you would be pissed if somebody did the exact same thing to you. So it's like, treat people how you want to be treated. If you don't want to be canceled, okay, then don't try to cancel people. If you don't want to be treated like shit, then don't treat other people like shit. If you don't want people to talk shit about you, then don't talk shit to them. It's fucking common sense, but apparently common sense is lost on people. Russell Hall, thank you for that. Fork Cecil, fork him harder than Peaches on vacay. Oh my God, no, that did not happen. Love 3PO, there you go. Let's see. There you go. All right, here we go. I've got a question. How would you compare Cara Dune to, say, Leia or Rey? Well, they're all different types of characters. Rey being a pawn for Kathleen Kennedy and to do her force as female, not have any type of depth or substance to her. Leia was a princess, but she was also the leader, and she was born basically into it. She was Leia was given a situation and she made the most of it, and she did the best to try to make the world a better place. I think as far as what we've seen from Cara Dune's character, she, again, shitty situation, she's trying to make the most out of it, but I think she's still healing. And so because we are only in the beginning of her journey and we don't know what's going to happen so far, so I can't make a definitive judgment on it until I know how that story is going to end and until I see more from that character, which I hope we will. And you know what, guys? I hope that Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni puts their fucking foot down and says, no, fuck you, because Jon Favreau wrote that character specifically for Gina Carano. He said it at Star Wars Celebration 2019. I was there. I have the footage on my phone. I can probably go and find it for you guys, which I've been meaning to do, and I just keep forgetting. I mean, I wasn't sure about Gina Carano because I had never seen her act, and I was like, isn't she like a fighter? How is she going to be a good actor? And then when she talked about how happy she was to be part of this like fandom in the community and to be part of the Star Wars family, that's when, I was like, okay, she won me over, because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so refreshing to hear somebody say that's working on Star Wars, because before they're like, fuck you. Like, look at the difference between the way Rian Johnson talks about it. Oh, I think I found it. And the way that she talks about it. Look, I don't know if you guys can see. It's all of the Star Wars. I recorded it. Is this Gina? No. Is that Gina? I'll find it and I'll post it on Twitter for everyone. Maybe I'll do a whole video on it. But I forgot where I was going with my next topic. Oh, you know what? It's drunk 3PO stuff. That's what I was going to talk about. Kels Zoldik, thank you for that. Hi, Anna. Hello. How are you doing, sir? But thank you for the super chat. Ray equals KK self-insert, Leia warrior, princess, shield maiden. You know what? I think Leia, because Leia is a fighter, but she's more of a tactician, because Leia isn't going to be, she's not Luke. She's not going out and, shooting down the AT-AT, which the people that say at, it drives me crazy, because I'm like, it's R2D2, it's C3PO. AT-AT. You see? It's not an AT-AT. It's an AT-AT. Holy shit, mind blown. Whenever I have to talk to people, they're like, no, it's AT-AT. And then I explain that to them. They're like, oh, yeah, I see what you mean. It's like, thank you. But let me get this. Paul Perez, thank you for super chat. Speaking of parents donating our toys in the 70s, I had a lot of Japanese anime toys like Raiden and Get a Robo. My parents donated them to Goodwill, so I understand. Time to clean the house. I know. Thank you. I have to hide everything. I'm like, fuck. And I know she's going to want to come and see this and see what I do in here in my like little studio, because I have like two art desks. I have my desk right here that's for painting, then I have my drawing desk that's over there, which has now become an Etsy fulfillment desk. So that I need to clean up a little bit. But also I was setting something up because I was taking photographs, because I'm gonna do more still life paintings, and I'm gonna try to continue doing that like thing that I was doing with plush. But I'm like, fuck, I gotta hide everything. And no, I love my mother, but nothing is ever good enough because it's my mother. What do you expect? So it's like, shit, where can I hide everything? She's gonna, the bedding is gonna be wrong. The towels are gonna be wrong. The food, the fridge, everything, my couches. That's one thing. I'm like, she's not gonna like my couches, but they're Peaches' couches. I like them. I think they're comfortable. But because they're leather, my mom doesn't like leather couches. And my mother still complains that when she met my father, he had black leather couches. And she still talks about how she hated those couches. And I'm like, mother, that was like 40 fucking years ago. But she doesn't drop it. So I'm like, okay, I'm already prepared for that. But I'm like, she's going to go through. She's going to say, you have way too much stuff. You need to get rid of it. When I'm sleeping, put it all in boxes and then drive it over to Goodwill. So I'm very, very worried. Let's see. Juno Studio, thank you for super chat. Hey, Anna, looking exceptional tonight. Hail, Gina. Oh, well, thank you. I showered and I blow dried my hair. I haven't done my hair in like weeks now. I'm getting my hair done though again. I'm trying to do. I'm just because I've never done it the right way before. I'm kind of trying to see how it looks like lighter. That's why I have kind of like highlights here. It's more noticeable in person. It just looks like I have light brown hair now. But so I have a white patch of hair that's been driving me crazy. I've had it since I was like 19. It's like right here. You guys can't see it in the light, but I have like a bunch of strands that are just white. And so I was like, oh, I'm tired of just constantly dyeing my hair black and then having it fade to like my natural brown color. And so that way those white strands get black. So I was like, I'll try like highlights and stuff and see how that looks. So it's too warm for me. So we're going to do a little bit ashy, and I kind of want to make the top a little bit darker, but thank you. Thank you. So next Monday, so in a week from now, I'm getting my hairs done. So I'll have a new look. So I'm excited for that. Thank you for the super chat, though. Anna secretly rogue from X-Men. I've gotten that a little bit, and I'm kind of debating on telling her to give me like the streaks right here. Should I do it? Should I have her make these like a light, like a bleach blonde for a rogue from X-Men? Should I do it? I'll do it if you guys want me to. You guys say in the chat, yeah. Please no purple or green. No. I only like natural colors. I went through a whole phase when I was in college where I went through red and I did like violet. Yes. All right. Wait, lesbian dressing Butch tonight. How the fuck is me in like a crop top with a flannel Butch? How is this Butch? It is fucking cold in here. I have sweats on, I have a crop top, and I have flannel. How is that Butch? How is that Butch? Okay, I see enough. Yes, Anna rogue up. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. And then when everyone asks me why, I'll say because people in the chat told me to do it. So I'll tell her. Make me like Rogue from X-Men with the streaks. I'd rather be Storm than Rogue though. I always liked Storm. I always thought Storm was really cool. I liked the way like her eyes and how she controlled the weather and stuff like that. Okay, so we were going to talk about so I don't know if you guys are aware of this right now because I haven't done a video on it or talked about it on my channel, but my friends are getting canceled. So plenty of other YouTubers have done videos on this right now. But so my friend Drunk 3PO, he had a Rehelm 3 thing we should do that. I've been saying at instead of AT my whole life. I'm such a fool. Also, any anime recommendations? Go watch Redo of Healer. Okay, see, but yeah, it makes sense now, right? R2D2 HK47 C3PO ATAT. See? Makes sense. But thank you for the super chat. Jesus, Anna, what is it? What's wrong? What's wrong, Sketch? Storm's eyes are blue, though, Anna. Yeah, but it looks white when it, like, glazes over and da-da-da-da, right? Yeah. When she does her powers. All right. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe we'll talk about the t-shirts first, but then I got something else we need to talk about. Okay, so Ryan from RK Outpost and Drunk 3PO got mass flagged by the Twitter weirdos because so let's see. So Drunk 3PO, he had a Teespring store, which we all have. If you go underneath my videos, it'll say merch and it'll show different t-shirts that you can buy, which, by the way, guys, my paintings that I do, like the Gina Carano painting, which the reason why it's not framed yet and the video on it isn't out is because I have to wait until it dries because it's still the varnish on it. I don't know if you guys can tell. There's like certain, you see where it's a little bit darker? That's because it's not dry yet. So oil paintings take an insanely long time to dry. So once this is dried completely and the varnish is done, I'm going to get it framed. And then once it's done getting framed, I'll be able to finish the art video for it, and that will be up over on my art channel. My wonderful mods can link it because I didn't put any links in the description of this live stream. But so if you guys want this print on a t-shirt, that's up on my Teespring store. So all of my artwork gets made into merchandise and t-shirts. The merch gets sold on my Etsy, and the t-shirts and apparel get sold on my Teespring. And so Drunk has a Teespring as well, and on that he was doing Welcome to the Rebellion, which was the catchphrase for Gina Carano, and, you know, standing up to cancel culture. And all of the proceeds from those t-shirts went to different charities. And so it was for a good cause. And then the weirdos that hate Gina Carano, because whenever somebody buys a t-shirt and tweets it or posts it on Instagram, Gina retweets it and shares it on her stories. And so because of that, the weirdos go and mass flag it. So Drunk got this. Dear Drunk 3PO, this is to notify you that as a result of a violation of our terms and conditions, we have removed or disabled access to the material that appeared at Drunk 3PO's store and have deleted your account. Please note that our removal of the, what the hell is this word? Aforementioned material and are deleting your account may result in the interruption or cancellation of previous process orders involving your submission to T Public. And so then Drunk made another store, and I guess that one got taken down as well. And then Ryan from RK Outpost had the same thing happen. So Ryan's t-shirts that are literally him and his logo got flagged. It blows my mind. Zam Valen, thank you, Super Chat. I made a crap ton of money from crypto recently, so my CSs are nothing. Oh, Super Chats are nothing. Just wanted to say your paint skill is divine, but you already know that. Oh, well, thank you. That was very kind of you. I appreciate it. I'm not good at taking compliments personally, but when it comes to my work, I really appreciate it because I hate everything that I do. There's very few things that I'm proud of. And like, because I look at it and I can see everything that's wrong with it. And, you know, I guess it's a common thing with artists, I've been told, but I really appreciate it. So thank you. That's very, very kind of you. And congratulations on the cryptocurrency. Peaches is pissed because his friend told him to sell because he bought a bunch of Dogecoin. And then his friend was like, you need to sell it right now. And so he sold it and it's gone up and he would have made like a couple more grand and he's pissed. And I was like, maybe I'll buy some. But here's the thing, guys, when it comes to all of that and the stocks, I'm like, what happened back in 1920? In the 1920s? Oh my gosh, yeah, the stock market was booming. Then what happened? Oh my goodness, the stock market crashed and we had the Great Depression. And I'm like, what's going on right now? Oh my gosh, we're in the 2020s and the stock market is going crazy and cryptocurrency is skyrocketing. Me over here is like, wow, this is a huge deja vu, right? Right? Everyone saved their damn money. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see. But okay, so yes, with this, I just had a brain fart because I read the super chat. History repeats itself. Exactly. Which is why it's like, make sure that your savings are good and make sure you invest in things. But it's the parallel is undeniable. Exactly. And it's scaring me. It's terrifying. I'm like, you know, what Bitcoin is through the roof right now. And Dogecoin is doing well. The stock market is going crazy. And then what happened in the late 1920s? Oh, yeah, the stock market crashed and we went into the Great Depression. And I'm like, what's going on right now in 2020? Oh, the stock market is booming. All these things are up. Everything is up. Once 2030 comes around, I'm like, I'm going to be terrified. Anna, didn't Jay get his Teespring back? Yes, but then they removed it again. I think Ryan was able to get it back. So it says, after flagging his Teespring and T Public, these sorry-ass freaks are going after my shit too. I was literally just my logo. Fuck these cancel culture weirdos. So let me go over to Drunk 3PO's thing. I think he was saying that it was back up. Let me see. Oh, yeah, so it is back up. So I guess a lot of people were emailing them. This community, thank you. All those emails and tweets you sent to the company. Go away. Was heard. They restored my store and even sent me an apology. Oh, shit. Where's that? I want to see that. Okay, there it is. So these are Drunk shirts. If you guys want to go support this, and here, I'm going to post the link in the chat. If you guys want to go buy one of these t-shirts and support, no, go away. And go support Drunk 3PO. Here are the Welcome to the Rebellion t-shirts. And guys, the money from this, for the Rebellion ones, those ones go to charity. I don't know if the Drunk 3PO one does, but the Welcome to the Rebellion ones, which is in honor of Gina Carano, those ones go to charity. So if you guys are interested in that, go over here and follow Drunk over there. So that's interesting. Drunk's like, any bets on how long it'll stay up? So I recommended to both of them to maybe do crypto fashion, because that's the one that does like Ethan and John's t-shirts, and they don't bend the knee to the cancel culture mob. So I was like, there's also an alternative right there. Now, are you guys ready to talk about Pablo Hidalgo? Are you guys ready? You guys ready to talk about Pablo Hidalgo? This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, right? So someone, I caught the end of Drunk 3PO's live stream earlier. And again, we're kind of doing a little bit of a remodel, so I couldn't like watch it the entire time. And so here we go. So Drunk was looking at this at the end. Let me make this bigger. At the end of his stream, and I guess it had been pointed out that Pablo Hidalgo inserted himself into Star Wars. So there's this new character called Paulo Hidalgo. And so then I got to see this where it said, designed by renowned Jedi architect Paulo Pablo Hidalgo, and they went at Charles Soule, and then Charles Soules, who wrote the main book for the High Republic, said the renowned architect himself. And it's like, oh my fucking God. And then another person pointed out that he had already inserted himself in Rebels. And I was like, oh my fucking God, now I can't unsee it. I watched Rebels. I didn't remember this character, but now I can't unsee it. So it's like that scumbag who leaked to the press that Gina Carano was not currently under contract. That guy. He's the informant to the press. If you guys don't know, he's the one that went and got upset because he is the one that's creating all the shit. He was all for Rey. He's all for the hashtag the Force is female. He hates Luke Skywalker. He hates Baby Yoda. He hates the Mandalorian. And it's been making a fool of him that the Mandalorian is doing so well. So what does he do? Because he hates Gina Carano? He goes and leaks to the press that, hey, guess what? She's not technically under contract for season 3. And so then the press and everyone, that all comes out that, oh, they fired Gina Carano from Star Wars. It's him. It was this piece of shit. And I've seen all of the screenshots, all of the receipts. So Drunk 3PO did a video on it where he showed all of the screenshots and all of the tweets. I said this earlier and I liked it. And I was like, I rhymed it. I was like, he shows all of his, now I just fucked up. I said it very cleverly earlier and now I can't think of it, but it had something to do with, showing he keeps all the tweets and shows his receipts. There you go. I think that's what I said. And I was like, oh, that's clever. I'm proud of myself because I'm usually not that witty, and good with the words. I'm not that eloquent. Right. But it was that piece of shit that did it. Remember, protect all women. The Force is female. Unless it's a woman we don't like, then we'll go and try to cancel her. That's the kind of scumbag that Pablo Hidalgo is. Pablo Hidalgo is also a fucking idiot who's like the head of he's the lore master of Star Wars, and he doesn't know fucking shit about Star Wars. He's like, I like to read the technical manuscripts for the spaceships. And it's like, great, dude. Congratulations. That doesn't mean you know anything about why Star Wars was successful, because you clearly don't, because you were partially responsible for fucking Rey, and look how that turned out. Nobody fucking likes your movies or your characters, Pablo. And so what does he do? Oh, let's insert myself even further. He's got some kind of weird, twisted ego, and I think he gets off to this kind of stuff, to be honest. He's a fucking creep. Yeah, 420 High Republic. Seriously, it blows my mind. Your Pablo voice is actually dead on. Really? I'm trying to remember if I've heard this. I have heard him talk, but I can't recall his voice. Yeah. Let's see. That's some fetish you have? What are you talking about? What fetish do I have? Gal Pal Val, thank you for the super chat. Is that a tulip in your picture? I love tulips. Just an FYI, Drunk the Beer shirts are all saying not available. Not sure what that is about, but I hope it's up soon. By the way, caught Pablo in Buffy season 4, episode 1. Really? He was in there. Okay, so let me, I don't want to dox myself here. Is it okay? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Let me go try this. Thank you for letting me know though. Okay, let's go to, I like the male t-shirt better. Okay, let's just go black. Let's get a medium. Let's add to my cart and then check out. It's showing up fine for me. Maybe it's when you go, is it when you go to finish paying? Huh. But here, guys, I'm going to put the link for it. I don't know. When is it? You don't have to send me another super chat. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. Let's see. Is it just when you go to finish checking out? Because it's still up there on my end. Loki, thank you for super chat. Your Pablo voice is sexy. Use that with Peaches tonight when he's close. No, but thank you for the super chat. Was it just my soy boy voice? Was that what it was? Huh. And did you just question if doxing yourself was a bad idea? I don't think I would dox myself because I don't have any of my information in there. Let's see. It wouldn't let me add, but I'll try it on my PC rather than on my phone. Oh, you can't even add it to your cart? Are you trying to do the women's t-shirt or the men's? Let me go try to add a woman's t-shirt. And I'm just doing the basic black one. Let's try it. Let's see. Add to cart. It's working for me. It's allowing me to add it to my cart. So I don't know what's going on. It's weird. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. Is it the same color? Madness Productions, thank you for super chat. Pablo Hidalgo is an expert on inserting himself. Oh, gross. Gross. But as we have all seen, he does do that a lot. Freaking weirdo. He's got an insane ego. And he has, you know what? He kind of reminds me of his syndrome. So he wants to be Mr. Incredible. And he idolized Mr. Incredible. But then for whatever reason, somewhere down the road, he met or experienced what it was like to work on his heroes, and it lost the magic for him. And because of that, he became a spiteful, hateful person that wants to prove to the hero, maybe Star Wars or the rest of humanity, that he is better by doing it his way. He's Syndrome. He is Syndrome of Lucasfilm, but not as intelligent or funny or creative, actually. There we go. If Pablo is an egotistical maniac like Syndrome, think about it. He's Syndrome. He hates Luke Skywalker. Something must have happened to him where maybe he got his job at Lucasfilm. I think he started out by working on the tech end of things, and I guarantee you somebody burst his fucking bubble. Maybe it was George Lucas. Maybe George Lucas put him in his place, and ever since then he's been resentful of actual heroes like Luke Skywalker, so he's made it his mission to destroy them and to destroy classical storytelling and to try to do his own thing and prove to everyone else that he's better, while he's using all of this again, this is an analogy for it, the mechanical things to emulate certain things. He's taking inorganic things and trying to make them organic, and they're not. He's not good at storytelling. He's not creative enough. And he's definitely not well-versed on Star Wars to be a lore expert of Star Wars. So it's just one of those things. He's syndrome. He's 100% syndrome. Insult to the human race. Thank you for the super chat. Getting rid of all the real heroes so he can pretend to be one. That fits too well. Anyway, have a nice night and good luck with your mom tomorrow. Well, thank you. She's not getting here till Friday. So I have a few days left. Let me see. How many days do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 days until my mother gets here. Well, she'll get here on the 4th day. So technically I have 3 days. Ugh. Thank you. Gal Pal Val, thank you for that. It was the phone. PC worked fine. Sorry for the false alarm. Happy to send you super chats. You are great. I love my Gina painting I got from you. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad. It makes me happy when I see that people get them and they get in safely, because I got to tell you, the post office has been my nemesis. The post office is my current nemesis right now. Nothing irritates me more than the post office. So I got these fancy mailers. Not that anybody cares. So when you order something from me on Etsy, I have these mailers and then I put the print in an envelope inside the mailer so it doesn't get scratched by the mailer. But this is so that way, even if it does get kind of, bent and stuff like that, it's not going to damage the print. But so where this tape is, I had big stickers that said "Do not bend." Now, I went to the post office and I had an already prepackaged thing. And I said, okay, I need to ship this. This is the correct shipping amount, correct? And they said, yes. I went to 3 different post offices to confirm this so there would not be any issues. Then all of a sudden, I got all of these returned back to me. And I said, what is going on? And they said, oh, because you have the "Do Not Bend" sticker on it, guess what? It no longer counts as this type of mail. Now it's this type of mail. I'm like, how on earth is it that type of mail? That does not make any sense. And they said, well, it does. Fuck you. And they said, if it doesn't in this state, well, guess what? It's going to do it in this state. And I said, that doesn't make sense. So to send something to someone in the same town as me, right? Same exact town. It's not like it's going to Canada. It's not like it's going to fucking, I don't know, Dubai. To send something to somebody that lives in the same town as me, to send something in this would be like $17. And I was like, what the fuck? And then one guy felt bad for me because he knew, I've been going to this post office for years now. And then he said, he's like, it's a technicality. There's some kind of new law that got passed in the post office. And he's like, it's especially worse if you're trying to ship things overseas, because then they're that hurt. They're changing their import fees and shit like that. So he's like, just cover up the stickers that say "Do Not Bend." He's like, they're going to be fine the way that you have them already. And I was like, all right. But then they decide to lose a shit ton of my mail as well. And I'm just like, what happened? Because a year ago, the post office was great. I would send it out. I drive to a post office that's kind of far away. The way that the post office works is it's like you put it in the mailbox and then the mailman gets it. And then even if there's somebody that is going to that neighborhood, they can't give it to that mailman. They have to take all of the mail and then send it to a distribution center first. And then the mail gets sorted and goes out from there. So I go to the distribution center so that way everyone gets their mail faster. And I drive out there. I usually go twice a week, but if there's more orders coming in, I'm going almost every day out. And it's a nice outing. I get out of the house. But they used to be great. I used to never have any problems with them losing my mail. They have lost so much mail for me. and it drives me fucking crazy. I had so many issues with orders either not showing up or showing up like severely damaged. And I don't mean like bent. I'm like, the mailman must have set their coffee on it or something because it had like coffee soaked through. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of standard are you guys holding yourself to? So again, the post office is my current nemesis. But if there is any issues, I always try to resolve it as quickly as possible. And people are really good about it, except there's a couple people that I have an email address that's for this YouTube channel that has literally just been, it's like every creep and spammer just sends a bunch of porn there, so I don't check it very often. But then a couple people, for whatever reason, message me on there and they're crying about their Etsy orders. I'm like, oh, I'm happy to help you, but you need to email me on Etsy so that way I can fix your order on Etsy. Because if you're just emailing me saying that you have a problem, it's like, well, I need the order number. I need to know when you ordered. I need to know what you ordered so I can send a replacement. So if you guys are on my Etsy and if there ever is any problems, just take that in mind because it gets very, very complicated when it's something that doesn't need to be complicated. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry for my little Etsy rant. And the post office rant. I'm just not happy with the post office recently. It sucks. Let's see. What does this say? Stars Girl Pablo probably doesn't know shit about trains. I've seen one of his profile pictures. I'm missing the joke there. Madness. You sure it's paint? LOL. What? Cecil's adult only content. What are you doing, Cecil? Are you doing the countdowns on Ethan's auction this weekend? Any chance we can get a special appearance by Sandy? No, I already said this. I'm not going to. I could have done it this past weekend. I can't be there for the auction because my mother's going to be in town and she wants to do all of this stuff. So we're not, in my adult life, my mother has visited me twice. This is going to be the third time. It's her first time down here staying at my house. It's going to be her and her boyfriend. I'm not going to leave my boyfriend in there alone with my mother, who's just going to sit there the entire time and go, why don't I have grandchildren yet? And I'm like, we do not need to open up that can of worms. So no, I said that in the chat when Ethan said that he changed the date. I can't do it. I can't be there for it. I could have been there. Well, also I couldn't have been there anyway, because I was supposed to do an Oscars stream with Jesse where I was going to get to meet Richard Shue, who edited Star Wars for her Oscar stream. So I was going to be doing that anyway. So I couldn't have done it this weekend, even if my mother was going to be there or wasn't going to be there. So I will not be doing the countdown. My mother will not be appearing on stream. I will probably not be on YouTube at all this weekend. But thank you for the super chat, Cecil. Give Sandy a grandchild, you lazy bum. Do you see any diamonds on my fingers, Cecil? I don't have no diamonds. No babies, no diamonds, no babies. No diamonds, no babies. Even though I don't want to get married. But here's the thing, guys. And we joked around a bit, but I was being serious. Okay, here's the thing. Let me read the super chat and then I'll tell you the thing. Russell, thank you for that. I do hope you got the congratulatory present I sent you in honor of Cecil. If it comes back, I'm sending it to Cecil. He can pass it off to Peaches. I did get it, Russell Hall. And I was going to open it on the Jack show, and then I forgot. It's inside my house. If you want, when I do have to take a pee break, I can go run inside and grab it and open it up on air. That way you don't have to wait until it's like a P.O. Box opening stream, unless you want to. But thank you for the super chat. But so here's the thing, guys. A lot of guys name their sons after them. Like my father, he's, something the third, right? It's very common for men to name for women to name their sons after their husbands and stuff like that. So I said, well, if I ever had a son, I would want to name him after me. Because I just thought it was going to be, I'm going to be one of those people that names my kids after me. I'll be that mischievous, and not girls' names, like specifically boys. I'm going to name my sons after me. But here's the thing, guys, Because at first you think that that might sound terrible, but here's the thing. And you guys can tell me if this is bad. I think I would be mother of the fucking year if my kids got named this. And so Peaches, he's not going for it at all. But I was like, well, I'm sure plenty of guys here will go for it. So my name is Anna. I could easily name my son Anakin. See, Anakin. And his middle name would be Skywalker. And then Peaches' his last name. So it could be Anna. And this is my son, Anakin. And then if I had another son, I would name him Indiana. Oh my God. And his middle name, you guessed it, would be Jones. So I would literally have a son named Anakin and a son named Indiana Jones. And I was like, that would be fucking awesome. I think my kids would love me. And Peaches doesn't like it. Peaches doesn't like it. I thought it would be fucking clever. And, yeah, Peaches is not all for it. Which made me kind of sad. But it is what it is. People are saying, stop. So dumb. That Star Wars girl, you're hilarious. Like, come on. Come on. Could you imagine how badass it would be if a kid, if a guy, he's like, oh yeah, my name's Indiana. Like, I'm Indiana Jones. Like, come on. Let's see. Cecil says that would be stupid. Really? It would be stupid not to. I'll talk to Peaches. Fuck you, Cecil. Fuck you, Cecil. Let's see. Star Wars Theory is already naming his first kid Anakin. Well, maybe I'll have a baby before Star Wars Theory, so I'll get the name first. Not that multiple people can't name their kid that name. I'm all for it. I'm all for people having Star Wars names. But if I ever... But the thing is, it's like, I don't really want to have... If I do have kids, which I don't want to have children, but if I had to... I already like know what names I would name girls, which are not Star Wars or anything like that. It's you know, it's none of that stuff. But when it came to boys, I'm just like, well, those are the ones. And Spock got vetoed real fast. I said James, which Peaches thinks is too generic, and I'm just like, okay, well, what about Tiberius? And he's like, what the fuck, no. And then I said, well, what about Kirk? And then he figured it out, and he's like, no. And I was like, God damn it. I tried. And it's like, I'm trying to think of names that are as characters. So that way, I hope Peaches isn't watching, but that way I could get a name of a character that sounds like a normal name, but it's actually a character name. Like, I was like, oh, what about Luke? And he looked at me like, are you serious, Anna? I'm just like, all right. I tried. I really did try. Logan, no. You see, the name, I know too many Logans, and they're not really the greatest guys in real life sometimes. William, nah, that one got vetoed. Let's see. I have a female cousin called Indiana. Well, see, there you go. See, there you go. Sean Anderson, thank you, Mr. Black. How about TK421? Nah, that doesn't have my name in it. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Fork me sideways. You really are crazy. Yeah, I am. I don't know why people don't take me seriously when I say that, but it's true. I am pretty insane. I like all these Xavier. Gorilla. No. I'm not naming my kid Gorilla. Henrietta, no. No, guys, I already know if I did have to spawn a human, I already know what name I would name a couple girl babies. But as far as boy babies, I'm really going for the Anakin. Like Anakin and Indiana are my go-tos. The only thing that kind of sucks for me is in my side of the family, my they're twins, fraternal and identical twins run on my side of the family. And then on Peach's side of the family, Peaches is a fraternal twin. So it skips generations for him. But My dad's generation was the one that it got skipped on, and my mother's. And so that means I am the generation that would be the one that would have a twin, which I'm not looking forward to. I don't like the prospect of becoming a mom at all. And I don't like the prospect of shoving babies out of my body. Insult to human race. Thank you for the super chat. I knew a kid who looked exactly like a young Mark Hamill, got picked on a lot. Not sure your kids would appreciate it. I would beat the shit out of those assholes if they tried to hurt my kid. But here's the thing. One of the things that I do have to say, though, which getting bullied by kids, which no matter what you do, you're going to get bullied because there's assholes out there. And I haven't met a single person that says that they didn't get bullied. I've never met a single human being that has never had anything like that happen to them. It's going to happen no matter what you do. So why don't you just do what you want and enjoy what you want, you know? But it also builds character because the way that you are able to deal with that, you know, helps shape you as a human being. And so I would want my sons, if I ever had them, to be able to overcome that and handle that in a way and learn from it because it would make them stronger. Corabath Jenkins, thank you for the super chat. Just found you recently through other Fandom Minutes channels. Oh, well, thank you. Like your takes and love your art. Looking forward to enjoying more of your content. If you could say Corabath is the greatest Destro lock of all time, I'd LOL. Well, I said it. There you go. Let me say this. Corabath is the greatest Destro lock of all time. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I pushed a button. Indianakin. Nah. Henry Ford. No. Destructin Warlocks. I would never name my kid Atten. Hell no. I never got bullied until I met you. Really, Cecil? I find that hard to believe. Cecil, I'll send you the link. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I didn't even ask Cecil about this. Maybe I'll ask Cecil. Here you go, Cecil. You have the link in the Jack show. Maybe Cecil knows who that guy is that I was showing earlier. Destruction Warlock. I like how now everyone is helping me pick out names. Claudiu, Rogojan, thank you for the super chat. You know, Vin Diesel has a fraternal twin. I did know that. It's interesting. Like Scarlett Johansson has a twin. She has a twin brother. It's interesting once you learn about Ashton Kutcher has a twin brother too. Call him Code Red. I know. I'm not naming my kid Geode, guys. I'm not naming my kid Geode. No, I honestly, when it does come to actually thinking about names, I like names that have a little bit of stories behind them, that have a little bit of meaning. So, in all honesty, outside of my insanity, one name that me and Peaches joked about, like when we first met, and I think we were drunk talking about it, and he said he really liked the name Tristan. Which I did like because there is the story Tristan and Isolde, and then when we went to Germany and we went to the Neuschwanstein Castle, when you actually go in the rooms, you're not allowed to film or take pictures at all, but all over the walls, it's just every single room is like a painting of Siegfried fighting the dragon, and then in the bedroom, and then in the royal chambers, it's all these paintings of Tristan and Isolde. And so yeah, we'll say Tristana. We'll see, that's the thing. I was like, well, Tristan, it kind of has an A and an N in it, so that one can get a light pass, right? So that was the most serious one. I don't know if Peaches even remembers that. Because I only remembered it because when we went, when we were in Germany and we were in the Neuschwanstein Castle, we saw that and I remembered it. Dante, yeah, that was actually one. So this was, these were ones that, so I really love the story, The Count of Monte Cristo, and so I would like to name Dantes. Dantes's one. Maybe I would do the Portuguese version of it. But I liked it. I was like, Tristana. Yeah. Tristan can be both a boy and a girl's name. It's a boy's name. I've met a couple girls named Tristan, and they're all cunts. Every guy that I've met named Tristan is a sweet. Well, to be fair, I haven't met a guy named Tristan since I was babysitting, and that little boy was the sweetest little boy in the whole wide world. And so I kind of have a skewed memory of it. But again, every girl I've named or met that's named Tristan is a fucking bitch. So it's ruined the name for me. But oh no, I hate this name. I hate the name Tobias. It got ruined for me because, I'll go down a rabbit hole with this one. I was reading a fan fiction back in like 2009. And one of the characters in it, okay, this is how nerdy I am. It was a Labyrinth fan fiction. And, in Labyrinth with David Bowie, the baby's name is Toby. And so they call him Tobias because they go back to the Labyrinth and stuff. And he grows up to be a total bitch. And he's like into incest and stuff like that. And they all just called him Tobias. And it was just like, it weirded me out for that name forever. It's not something that I've ever had a problem with. I don't even think I've met somebody in real life named Tobias. But it ruined the name for me because now all I picture is that fan fiction I read in 2009 about Labyrinth. And I was like, what did I read? So, yeah, kind of ruined the name for me. I apologize if anyone in this chat is named Tobias. Kells Zoldyck, thank you for that. I'm going to name my daughter Aminatu after my favorite Magic the Gathering card. Oh, well, that's cool. I hope your baby mama lets you, because that is one. Russell Hall, what did you say? You gotta be tough as a girl with a name like Tristan. It wasn't even like that. They were ditzy cunts that just not good girls. Not good girls. From all the ones I have met, I have not met a single female Tristan that I like. Oh my god. And now I have to deal with this motherfucker.
Not for long now.
No?
No, I have to drive somewhere right now.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. Perfect. It's a goddamn shame to cover this nose. It's so good looking.
Well, you guys want to see some? I actually gave Cecil a compliment. I said, wow, your new nose does make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. It is better. Cecil started finding all of these pictures of him when he was younger, and I'm like, holy shit, I can see the difference now.
You are a fucking nerd. Labyrinth fan fiction you're reading?
It was 2009.
No, the year didn't matter.
I know. I know.
You're reaching levels of nerd that's fucking not even the person that wrote that never reread it.
Labyrinth fan fiction is insanely popular.
I have been finishing the fan art book. There's been a late addition to the fan art book. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Sneak peek.
Ooh. Waiting. Oh my god.
Now, this is some art that came in today from Lucius. And this is it's so fucking bizarre. If you'll notice the Mike Oxmall Falcor with the nipple rings.
I did see that when you sent it in the chat.
Now, this is an artist rendition of, I don't know who this is in the Del Monte. What does Del Monte sell? Green beans?
I thought it was Shane.
Mm-hmm. You thought this was Shane?
I did when I first looked at it because that doesn't look anything like Peaches. I think if you're gonna draw Peaches, you should.
He doesn't know.
I know, but here's the thing: nobody knows. I know, but nobody knows what Peaches looks like. But I think if you want to get across who it is, you should. Like a lot of people just put a peach over the face, but Come on, that guy is not hairy enough to be Peaches.
We're supposed to be boys. It's Boy Island.
Oh, I see.
He's,
okay, that makes more sense. But it should be a peach face, not
Red Del Monte. That's they sell sliced peaches in a can.
It is fucking weird.
It's the weirdest one yet. This is definitely the weirdest fan art of all time. There's John Millen. There's John Millen and Kelsey back here.
I am not there because I am not a boy.
You're not on Boy Island. No one needs you here.
I know.
Beat it, sister.
I know.
Take a hike to there is already an island for girls. It's called Lesbos. It's one of the Greek islands near Turkey.
No, thank you. Not a fan, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my.
Did you I think it looks like Peaches.
No, it doesn't. That looks nothing like Peaches.
In my mind.
Which I mean is a good thing.
He's never seen me or Peaches.
I know. Let me get this.
I mean, this is pure imagination. So
I know, but I like it better when it's like a peach over the face because then we instantly know. Like that one, you had to kind of like zoom in and see the Del Monte to get the joke. What does it say? Claudia, thank you for the super chat. I'm assuming you got bullied by a girl named Tristan, or am I wrong? No. I didn't meet a girl named Tristan until I was in high school, and she was a total cunt. And it had nothing to do with being bullied. She just had a terrible personality.
Well, now you're bullying Tristan.
She doesn't know. She doesn't watch my channel.
She could be. It might be Russell Hall for her. You know, here is another fan art that is in the book also.
Okay, let me finish reading this. Or am I wrong? Names I hate are Troy, Chad, and Zach. Most guys with those names are a-holes. Oh, I like the name Troy. But thank you for the super chat. That's closer to Peaches. But I like how he made you look like a little anime girl.
Well, like I'm shy. It's my first time. This is like even though he drew this months ago, this is like Orlando a couple weeks ago.
Shut the fuck up, Cecil. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Del Monte, wait. Whose can was shut the fuck up, Russell Hall. Thank you for the super chat though. Troy is a bad name, True. Really?
I like Troy.
I like that name.
Zach. Well, I mean, I like our Zach, but that name was a joke. What was the other one?
They said Zach. Let me see. It's Zach, Troy, and Chad are all bad names. I have a cousin named Chad, and he's fine. Zach, I know plenty of Zachs. I'm trying to think of what. I know it's going to be shit, but I know a lot of Ryans, and half of them are assholes, and half of them are okay. But it's just a popular name now. But I feel like almost every guy is named Ryan. It's like the new John. Like my dad's generation, every guy was named John. Now they're all named Ryan.
How many Cecils do you know?
One.
Batting 1,000 with the Cecils, though. All the Cecils you know are great. What is that, to clean your car?
Yeah, I was using it for my keyboard to break it in a little bit. Because it had candy all over it.
All your dandruff fell into it, your keyboard? It's clogging it up?
No, all of my candy.
Oh, they said dandruff.
What is that beeping?
That's a fire alarm. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as you think. They have to send it. It's hardwired in this building, and all the batteries have been changed, and it's still coming up with the dead battery thing. And at the central station, this is boring, but at the central station, they're like, it's not giving us a low battery. So they're like, so I can't really cut the wires or to stop it. So I just got to live with it for a little while longer.
Are you moving now?
Almost. I don't know. Pretty much.
Have you found a new person?
I just decorated the place, and now I got to move.
Well, I mean, it's good when you find a new.
Are you using something different with the camera? Like
me?
Yeah. Why do I look good? Like
I cleaned it.
No, like the image looks good, like for both of us, like sharp.
It does, doesn't it?
The fuck? Could you
Let's
smear
see.
a little something? Yeah, do that. It's too much.
Too zoomed in. You like that one better?
Yeah, too much.
Tuna wants to do. Thank you for the super chat. How about Sebastian? Cecil, ever heard peaches in the can? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ever had peaches in the can? Tuna wants to do. No.
Usually they pack it in syrup when they put it in the can.
When I think of the name Sebastian, I think of the crab from The Little Mermaid. So no, Sebastian is not a name I would pick.
He was a good guy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to name a kid after a crab. I want to name them after.
It existed before the crab movie.
I know, but I think of the crab. Pork, thank you for that. Witten said she is ready for another Jack show. She's just waiting for a call from Cecil. Anna, did you connect her, your Pro controller to your Switch? I was going to, and then I forgot. But again, I'm not gonna play the Mario Kart until Drunk 3PO gets back into doing the Star Trek watch parties. So go bother Drunk 3PO. I've been trying to bother him. He doesn't have time for this, but he has time to go play video games every single night with other people. Instead of watching
why, because he finds video games fun, and he's done with Star Trek. He's like, I got it. I'm good.
I know. Claudia, thank you for the super chat. Do you like the name Troy because of Zac Efron's name in High School Musical? No, I do not like that. That is actually one of the things I try to avoid thinking of. No, I like the name Troy because I like the story of the Trojan Wars and the Trojan Horse, and I liked the movie with Brad Pitt. I also liked the movie that came out earlier that had my favorite actor in it, and that the movie Helen of Troy. So I like names that have a mythological basis or meanings behind them, or of mythological places or characters. So that is why I like the name Troy. But thank you for the super chat. What was it? Do you wish your parents would have named you after something magnificent instead of Cecil?
Well, Cecil is a royal name.
Cecil?
It is a royal name.
Who
means king? It means king.
Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just, it's kind of a sissy name by today's standards.
Gladio, thank you. Why do you try to avoid High School Musical, Zac Efron? Because, I mean, I'm an adult now, and I liked that back when I was a kid and it came out. But just not my thing. Are you really sharing this?
Oh, I didn't know. This might be too gross.
Who drew that? Oh my God. Well, that was something. Who did that one?
I have his real name up. I don't know if he uses an alias, so I don't want to. I don't want to say it.
Somebody's gonna get that tattooed on them.
Oh, do you want to see that again?
No. Go ahead, Judd. Oh my God.
Do you want me to zoom in on anything?
Just don't get me flagged.
All right.
Oh my God, you're holding a peach. And that was bags of money for cash grab. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't unsee it. I can't either.
Here's one. This one's more whimsical. This is
Crowfu, thank you for the chat. Do you think the new Spider-Verse movie will be good as the first, since there will be 3 directors and only one worked on the first? I hope it is. I don't know. I haven't really been looking into it. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man person. It's a puppy.
Yeah, he's peeing, he's going to pee on me, but I'm going to pet him, and when I'm bending over, I'm accidentally
lifting up the lady's dress. Mm-hmm.
This is by Jay Potts.
Your neck is extra round there.
Accurate.
They're saying herp. Oh yeah, John.
There's Shreddy over here, by the way.
Oh, your shredder. You
That's
haven't
it.
used that in forever.
It says homeless will work for trash paper, and it's got a cup.
Yeah, it's homeless because you stopped using it.
I don't know what the next image is.
Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat.
You're in this
I'm
one.
going to bed after I throw up. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, and I'll probably end the stream soon too when Cecil has to leave because you know.
Anna, you're in this. You're usually very like you don't like any of your art of you.
I don't like this one either. I don't think that looks anything like me.
Well, then it's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you. That's not John Malin, and that's not Kelsey.
Oh my god.
That's not me. Is that Ethan? Who's this?
I don't know.
Flip a zoom? Oh, it's Frege. Dan. All right, he took a little artistic license. I think it looks like you.
No,
and then Han Solo, you got his blaster and everything.
And doesn't look like me. Yeah, is a random girl. See, here's the thing. We're on my channel, so it's more typically my audience as compared to other CGers' audience. So they'll tell you if it looks like me or not. That doesn't look anything like me. They're saying, why is Kelsey also naked? I don't know.
Why isn't Kelsey more naked more is my question.
Oh, what is this? You missed a no at that Sarge go. Please don't go. Missed you a lot. You're honestly amazing. Oh, well, thank you. It is late though, guys. It is late. And
I do have to go. And you got a bunch of super
Are
chat.
you leaving right now?
I am. Insult to the human race for $5 says, thanks for sharing those, Cecil. Now I want to go back to hell. Have a great rest of your week, Anna.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, Cecil, I'll let you go.
Yeah, Chloe Bennett's playing Dr. Afra. Also, why is anyone going to pay to play Dr. Afra? No one wants it. Okay, that's true. All right. Just wanted to pop in, say hello.
Hello and goodbye.
And bye.
All right, Cecil's off. Now we can talk. But thank you, Insult to Humanity, for the super chat. Rachel Knight Online, thank you for super chat. Finally working on bringing a comic book idea that I've had for a while to life. Even if it fails, I'll think that any dream worth having is worth trying to make reality. Good for you. That's an awesome mindset to have. And honestly, just do it. Because you fail at every opportunity you don't take. So freaking do it. Leave your footprint on the world with your story. And if this is a story that's within your that you feel truly passionate about, then do it. Do it. 007 Cloud, thank you for the super chat. Will you stream playing Witcher 3 with Henry Skin? I can try, but I really don't have time to stream video games. I haven't even been able to play KOTOR 2 in forever. Corbath Jenkins, thank you for the super chat. What do you think about Chloe Bennett playing Dr. Apra? Also, why is anyone going to play Dr. Apra? Do not want to. Oh, that Cecil read that earlier. I don't know who Chloe Bennett is off of the top of my head. Or is that chick that's going to be? Let me Google it. Who the hell is Chloe Bennett? Let's see. Who is this? I don't know who this chick is. I've never seen her before. I guess she was in Marvel. I don't recognize her. She was in Stargate. She is part Asian. Bennett was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I didn't watch that show. I had no interest in that show. Yeah, I don't really care when it comes to that. Honestly, guys, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. I was a kid when the Tobey Maguire movies came out, and I remember going to the theater and liking them. I thought the Green Goblin was cool. I liked the toys, and like that was a big thing. It was like if it had cool toys, then I was in. But Spider-Man has never been my favorite character. I like Batman, and I like Superman, and I like I like older characters. Not to say that Superman or Spider-Man doesn't, grow up, but it's just, it was never something that really drew me in like I know a lot of other people did. So he was never one of my favorites. Claudio, thank you. I tried watching High School Musical about a week ago. I cringed so hard, but I couldn't turn away. Then I saw it was almost 2 hours and I stopped. Hey, I watched all of them the day that they premiered, and I still thoroughly remember sitting there when High School Musical 2 came out, and after it, they premiered the first episode ever of Phineas and Ferb. That was history for you. It's definitely an acquired taste type of thing. I'll put it to you that way. Oh, you know what sounds so good right now is pizza. I really, really want pizza. Anna, if you were a Jedi, would you be like Obi-Wan, Anakin, or Yoda? I don't think I would be like any of them. I mean, look at me the way I am now. Which one do you guys think I am? I guess, chat, out of those three, which one do you think I'm the most like? Do you think I'm the most like Obi-Wan, Anakin, or Yoda? Let's see, Superman. I was not always an adult. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Pizza and Pixie Six. Oh, that sounds good. I love pepperoni pizza, and I love it when it has the stuffed crust with cheese. Yoda, Annie, no Obi-Wan's yet. I'll wait for the chat to catch up. It takes a minute. Revan. Oh, thank you. Let's see. You should check out Willy's Wonderland Cathartic movie. Yode's Pizza. None of them. Yeah, I don't think I'm like any of them. You are as small as Yoda. There you go. Leia. I don't think I'm anything like Princess Leia. Let's see. I feel like I was 10 or so when the first Spider-Man movie came out. Anakin. But see, the thing with Anakin was he was able to get manipulated, and I don't think anyone has ever been successful in manipulating me outside of like an ex-boyfriend. But even then I could see through the shit. Claudio, thank you for that. LO watched High School Musical the day it first premiered too, and I was only 6 years old and I enjoyed it. Good times. Bet on it. Oh God. Now I'm gonna have that stupid song stuck in my head. Ahsoka. No, I don't think I'm like any of them, guys. I'm myself. I am myself. And I enjoy being myself. I enjoy being unique. I would say, though, as far as, like, because I have my own way of doing things, and I don't know. I would have to be like I guess the closest I can, well, I mean, Yoda does it too, but I mean, I'm a hermit. Actually, maybe Mace Windu is the closest one because he does not take any shit from anyone, and neither do I. I have absolutely no patience or no tolerance for, like, Obi-Wan let Anakin get away with so much fucking shit, and if I was his master, there's no fucking way he would have gotten away with that. Like, the shit with Padme, like, come on. Oh, she's pregnant. Oh my God, she happens to live also with her bodyguard that's been in love with her since he was a child. I wonder who the father is. Oh my gosh. It's like, really? Yeah. Ventress? Oh God, no, I hate it. I know it's an unpopular opinion. I hated Ventress. Every episode where it's a Ventress episode, I'm like, if this wasn't important to the plot of this season, I would skip it. And I actually do. Now that I've watched it through, I skip the episodes with Ventress because I do not like that character. Yeah, Sheev. You guys think I'm evil? Oh my goodness. No, yeah, I think I'm just myself. I have a different way of doing things. And honestly, when you are like tutoring someone or teaching them, it depends on the person on how you approach doing things. But I know just from personal experience, I know people don't like to be taught by me because again, I don't have the patience nor the tolerance for certain things. And I expect the person that I am tutoring or mentoring to give their 100% all the time. And if they don't, well, then they're wasting my time, right? And I don't have any tolerance for excuses. And it's just, I don't know how to put this, but here's the thing. I am compassionate. I do understand, certain limitations of people and certain people's like skill level, but it's just, I don't think I would necessarily be a good teacher. And I would have to be one of those teachers that you have to come out and do things. And that's what I've noticed is when it's like, for example, for art, when somebody is doing something and, like plein air painting, it's like, well, I can give you tips. And if you're having a problem, I can help you with your problem. But I'm very much, I'll let you do it. And then when you need help, ask me for it. Because I've noticed if I'm sitting there, watching the entire time intently, people get really nervous and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I'm like any of them. Claudia, you think we should get LOL? I got bet on it stuck in my head now. Shouldn't have brought up High School Musical. It's like I'm in 2007 again. Actually, no, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, those were simpler times. Definitely simpler times. But it is what it is. We are in the current time we are in now, unfortunately. That was not a nice Sith Lord. Which one? Which one? Why is the top of your nose white? Because I'm a girl and I do makeup. And so this is called highlight powder. And so the tip of it, you're supposed to put it on to define your nose. I know, I just toned it down a little bit. It's just to make certain things pop. And I think it looks cute. So there you go. If you ever have to ask why a thing is a certain way, the answer is always because I want it to be. Right? Because I want it to be. The hair play is really like magic. What? I would say Ahsoka. Ahsoka is way too nice. Hell no. Yeah. No. I could see Luke training you, Anna. Here's the thing, though. I would be able to get away with so much shit. Oh my God. What did somebody do to me? Oh my God. Somebody drew on me. What the hell? Oh my God. Why? Never mind. Mark Hamill probably hates Anna in real life. Every time I've interacted with Mark Hamill on Twitter and he has responded to me, he has been nothing but mean and negative. And every time I've interacted with William Shatner, he has been nothing but kind. So that tells me all I need to know right there. Cancel whatever button I just pushed. So yeah, Mark Hamill would not like me in person. William Shatner, though, I think maybe would. I think he would be a doll. Yeah, I like how we've gone off on a tangent of what kind of Force teacher I would be. Yeah. I mean, it honestly depends on the student as to what type of teacher I would have to be for the student. Because if it's somebody that needs a lot of work and is really sensitive, and that's one thing, it would have to be helping them to overcome their sensitivity. And I don't know, they might not like doing things with me. Maybe I'm too much like Worf in that sense. When it comes to training people, I don't have patience, and I'm going to be very hard on whoever it is I'm teaching or training. Oh no, I exited myself out of my own stream. How terrible. Oh no. Well, let me go and see if there was any super chats I missed, because I think I mean, let's see. Let me see. I don't think I missed any, but if I did, I will catch them because I think I've been going for a little bit over 2 hours. I think that's it's a good time to call it into the stream. Let me go all the way back to the beginning and see if there's any chats that I missed. By the way, everyone, thank you so much for all the super chats. It's very kind of you. Let me grab this one. A deranged lunatic, AKDL. Thank you for that. Anna, you are so thank you. You are so darn pretty. I can watch you all day. Oh, well, thank you. That's kind of you. I hope you watch for more than just my face. I just did my makeup today. So thank you for the compliment. But trust me, majority of the time, I feel like I look like a troll. But thank you. I appreciate that. You should tell my mom. Tell my mother that. Read that one. Read that one. Oh, from Drunk 3PO. Drunk 3PO says, hi, with smiley face, smiley face. Drunk 3PO is actually live right now playing a video game. He's got time to do that, but no time to watch Star Trek with me, right? I read that. Read that one. That one. That one. Geck812, thank you for super chat. EG of live stream you described with uninterested. What is EG? Geck, are you still in the chat? What is EG? It says EG of live stream you described with uninterested. I don't know. What is EG? Does anybody know in the chat what EG is? EG of live stream you described with uninterested. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the super chat. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. Damn, Anna's not going to let that go. Let what go? What is it? So are muscular men problematic? I think so, considering all the men that they're making are, Oh, isn't EG normally example given? But does that make sense? I was thinking maybe it's a channel or something. EG means example. Oh, why wouldn't you just put EX? Oh, so they want an example of a live stream I described with uninterested. I'm not going to name any names of those live streams because I know I don't want to cause any drama or anything like that. But, I mean, there's shows that I watch that I don't think anyone's ever heard of. But, I mean, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say let's see. I read that one. That one. Oh, I see Jimmy Freckles. Thank you for the super sticker. And it's a pair that's lifting weights. IG is an example. EG by the way of. Okay. Let's see. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. I'm not arguing with your logic, but they believe they can change our collective view of beauty by controlling what art upholds as beautiful. Well, they're never going to be able to do that. You know, we're humans at the end of the day. It's like you look at Henry Cavill, women are going to be drooling over Henry Cavill. I don't know very many women that are going to be drooling over Jonah Hill. Okay, right? When you watch Wolf of Wall Street, no one is drooling over Jonah Hill. If anything, they're looking at Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, it's you can't change that. That's just a reality of life. We're all animals at the end of the day. Scratchpad, thank you for the super chat. Exactly, we're human beings. They don't like that. Well, I mean, Zach Galifianakis. There you go. Let's see. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Thank you for the super chat. The idea that you need to see yourself in order to enjoy something is very limited, narrow-minded way of life and thinking. Thanks for being you, Anna. Thank you. And I agree. It's like Luke Skywalker is nothing like me, but when I watched Star Wars for the first time, I identified with that character because I was a little girl that grew up on a farm and he was a guy that grew up on a farm. And when he looked into the sky at the binary sunset and he looked at it with that longing, like he wanted to go and do so much more with his life, but he just felt stuck. I knew exactly how he felt, you know, and that touched my soul. And Luke Skywalker looks nothing like me. We have almost nothing in common except for that, you know? And it's the ability to relate to somebody that is nothing like you I think, something truly special. Pokemon 99, thank you for the super chat. Anna with the Rona. What? No. Let's see. I read that one. That one. Okay, I think I am all caught up. Oh my God, Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Gates McAdam appreciates the lumberjack look. Fuck you, Russell Hall, and I'm not reading that emoji. Let's see. Phil a booty, thank you for the super chat. Tell your mom to accept you for you. This is my house, my rules. Don't like it, leave. Treat her like an adult. She should treat you like one too. I'm not going to say that to my mother. I'll die. And also, I believe in respect for your elders. And so, you know. Scratchpad, thank you for super chat. It's pronounced Pablo the doggo. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Pablo the doggo is a player, like a casting couch. Oh, gross. Corbath Jenkins, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for a great stream. This was a welcome break from the heavy politics on other channels. I'll be back. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I don't like politics. I don't care about politics. I know that there's a lot going on right now with stuff, but I have no interest in it. So I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. If it's not in Star Wars or Star Trek, get it away from me. Let's see. I think I read all of these ones. Okay. Pokemon 99 thing with the super chat. If girl, Liliana. No, see, if it was a girl, I don't want to name it after me. I already have names picked out for girls. It's just the boys specifically that I would want to name after me, because guys name their sons after them all the time. So I'm like, why can't I name my boy after me? You know? Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Gee, that's strange. Fraternal twins run in both yours and Peaches' family. What are the odds? God damn it, Russell Hall. No. Let's see. No. The fraternal twins run on my mom's side, not my father's side. The identical twin stuff runs on my father's side. Let's see. I think. All right. I think I'm all caught up. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here. It was a great night, great 2.5 hour live stream. If anyone can find that live stream that I talked about in the beginning of this video, please, if you can, tag me in it and let me know that that is the episode of the High Council that I was looking for, because I still can't figure out which one it was. But anyways, let me see. Is there anything I need to talk about? I don't think so. I think I've talked about everything that I did. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Happy Monday night or Tuesday morning. I don't know what's going on tomorrow, but we will see. And until next time, everyone, thank you again so much for being here. Smash the like button on the way out. If you missed any of my videos for today, because there was 2 of them, 3 of them. There was 3 videos today. Go check them out. They're about how they were ripping off, they're ripping off classic Star Wars characters, which is fucked up. Also, let's go raid a stream. Let's go actually stream snipe for a second. Let's stream. Oh, Jesus. Let's stream snipe Shane for a second. Shane is fun to stream snipe. So we're going to Shane, let's see, Be Nice stream. Why doesn't everybody go raid Shane Davis's stream right now? Oh, Claudio, thank you for people got mad at the flick pick because he does the character of John Walker and people said he supported police brutality. I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Nick Arcada is streaming. I think somebody said they didn't want to do politics. Go raid Nick if you would like to, but also if you guys would like to, go raid Shane. I want to see people going over here and saying Anna raid.
Fucking
that Star Wars girl raid.
The guy that made TMNT.
Everyone go and raid go
Easter
raid
eggs,
Nick's
yeah.
stream. Or not Nick.
Easter-
Well, you guys can go
I
raid
was
Nick's
like,
streams too.
dude,
Go raid
I had to
Shane's
get
stream.
this turtle action figure. I sat beside
Let's
him the
see.
whole weekend, worked up the courage to get him to sign a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action
There we
figure
go.
for me.
Everyone,
Like,
I hope you have a great rest of your day,
you're a
morning,
god, you
evening,
know, you don't
afternoon,
know
wherever
what
you are in the
Teenage
world.
Mutant Ninja
Go
Turtles
raid
mean. You know what he said
Shane's
to me?
stream. And
He was
until
like,
next time,
"It was
have a
nothing,
great rest of
kid."
your day. And may the force be with you because we
No,
are
he goes,
really,
"It was
really,
nothing,
really
kid." He
going
was
to
like,
need
"I
it.
stood on
Bye,
the
everyone.
backs of giants." And I was like, fuck me. That's everybody working in comics. If you've had the pleasure of holding a pencil and being paid to draw these characters, you have to respect the giants you're standing on top of. And you know what? After drawing, and Patrick, you'll understand this, after putting hours into a piece of paper,